All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, giving our honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. All right, it's the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. And, I just decided to go live really quick. You know how YouTube does. Sometimes it can take upwards to, 3 hours to upload a video, you know, on any given day. Like yesterday, I uploaded a vid I did, and it took 3 hours with good Wi-Fi connection and everything. So I decided just to go live really fast, just to get this out, man. And I didn't feel like waiting, because got other stuff to do. But anyway, man, as you can see on the title, this is gonna be about envisioning Jacob's trouble, like really envisioning it. It's like envisioning Jacob's trouble, man. Because when we talk about it and when we go through it and we read it through the scriptures, we're really supposed to be really prepping ourselves mentally, and spiritually for this day that's to come. Okay, it's not just a matter of fact of saying Jacob's trouble. Oh, y'all gonna die in it. Hey, bro's gonna have to go through it too, you know, and you don't want to be one of the ones where you have been telling people about Jacob's trouble, teaching people about Jacob's trouble, telling them to repent and stuff like that when you're not even really mentally ready. And then when that day comes, you're shook. Okay. The elders in Dallas were going into basically how how to start getting ready now. Not on no doomsday prepper type stuff, but on some, rationing out your food. All right, especially seeing how much you intake and basically just eating just to be filled. I mean, not filled, but just to be like satisfied, not gorging yourself, man. Okay, because my woman, she's been trained like a lot of Jakes have been trained to eat until her plate is gone, and she could have a big plate, but she would eat that thing or eat as much as she can because that's how she's been trained. Now we need to be on the tip of eating just enough, man, because in Jacob's trouble, food is going to be rationed out. All right, and that's a way that you can try to start to prep yourself right there, man. But not to go too far off subject, just wanted to harp on what the elders in Dallas was talking about, man. Hey, we got to really envision ourselves like when we're on the highways and byways, when we're really talking about Jacob's trouble, we're really putting ourselves spiritually in Jacob's trouble, if that makes sense. We're really in the thick of we're preparing ourselves for it. And that's what the scriptures for. When we read the scriptures, it's not just to, uh, um, just read and not to envision. We're like the elder apostle Gabar always says, man, we got to envision what we read. Okay, and that's why I named it. That's why I named the title of the lesson. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get into some scriptures, man, about Jacob's trouble. Like I said, through the spirit, I don't want to make this too long. I just didn't want to go through the hassle because YouTube will have it to where it takes you an hour or maybe 3 hours just to upload a 15, 20-minute lesson, man. Nobody really got time for that, man, because you got other stuff to do, other lessons to do, man. So let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at chapter good, man. I'm gonna start at 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the cities a great insurrection, upon those that fear the Lord. That's right. So Shalom. There's gonna be an insurrection against the men that fear the Lord, and the mass majority of these people don't fear the Lord, man. All right, only a select few of us brothers, Lord willing, not be a part of the elect. That's why we say the hopeful elect really fear the Lord. And what entails fearing the Lord? Doing this work. Okay, if you really fear the Lord, you're gonna be doing this work. You're gonna go out on the highways and byways. Whatever day is set, but brothers usually go out on the weekends because brothers have jobs and occupations and families that they have to juggle, but the truth comes first. Okay? So it's going to be an insurrection. It's going to be a great coming against the men of the Lord. All right? And not only our own people, regular Jake, goddamn Pookie them, All right, but the actual high level elitists, man, they're gonna come after the men that's preaching this word because we are the only threat. We are the top threat to them, man. Okay, the sheeple, like they call it, the average person isn't worried about anything, man. When it comes to spirituality, they're worried about what they're gonna eat next. They're worried about what game is gonna come on next. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of that bread and circus agenda that they push. Okay, they make sure that they flood you with entertainment to keep you off your mind, off of what's really going on, man. And around the Super Bowl and around all of these great, big, momentous so-called sports days, they passed legislation. All right, and there's a lot of legislation that was passed. That's gonna be passed. You know, upcoming the in March Madness, um, NBA playoffs. They just the what is it? The MLB just signed a collective bargaining agreement because they was about to be on lockout. So that's just more bread and circus to keep the masses dumbed down, man. But going back into the scriptures, um, well, they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's right, man. Because and I'm gonna go to the neighboring chapter, 2nd Esdras 15, which goes into it as well, man. Because hey, it's gonna be so bad that it's gonna be total anarchy. Okay, people are gonna be looting each other, robbing each other just to eat, and that's how bad it's gonna get, man. But hey, 2nd Esdras, I'm gonna start at 15. I'm gonna start at the top, and then I'm gonna skip down. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So these words that we're saying, these words that not only I myself am doing right now, but the brothers that are on the highways and byways right now, our time on the campus tomorrow, Lord's willing. But that's doing lessons and stuff like that. Hey, these are the words of the Lord. This is not something that just that you just thought about or that brothers just thought about and then just hey, I'm gonna turn the camera on and I'm just gonna ramble. No, these are the words of the Lord, man, and causing them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And that's exactly what I'm reading off of. All right, the Bible. Okay. All right. Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. That's right. So it's gonna be unbelief amongst our people, man. Okay, it's gonna be unbelief amongst the masses, but we don't care, man. The thing is, we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna do good on His promise. Everything that He has said has either came to pass or is coming to pass. All right, and hey, that's the truth, and um only the elect know that truth, man. All right, because you have Jake in the Sunday churches like, oh yeah, I believe the word of the Lord, but then get offended when something happens or they hear something that they don't like. They hear something that's a little bit too vulgar in their mind, like, nah, I don't believe that part though, but I believe the rest of it. No, man. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua does good on all His word. He said His word would not come back to Him void, man, and He means that. But going on, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's right. And you got a lot of these effeminate men. Okay, the word effeminate means to lack faith, and I've been bringing that up lately. All right, the word effeminate means to lack faith, and you're gonna see in these times to come the real men of the Lord that really have the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, because the Lord is gonna make He's gonna make them known. All right, you're gonna see men eating when everybody else is like the scriptures say, man. All right, ye shall when let me get it real fast if I can find it. I think that's in Isaiah. Is it Isaiah 58? Um, let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna for time's sake just keep going. But yeah, it says um that His servants shall eat. You know, And we really believe that, man. All right, the Lord just doesn't say anything for no reason, man. All right, you know what? Let me find it in here. Let me see. Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. That's right. And that's talking about these coming days, man. All right, that's been happening, but ultimately it's talking about the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Okay. So yeah, going back into the book of Second Ezra chapter 15. All right. I'm gonna start down to just to link up with Second Ezra 16. Um, yeah, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, you're gonna have wars, race wars and all that. That's gonna happen in the midst of Jacob's trouble, man. But the ultimate um anarchy. You're gonna have total anarchy, man. All right. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And when we read this, man, we got to really envision it. That's why um I titled this lesson that to envision it. You really have to see it happening and know it's gonna happen, and actually use what, because the Lord gave us imagination for a reason, man. Okay, to really spiritually put yourself in that predicament and put yourself in that place, man. And when I read this, I think about it, because you have these movies, right? You have movies that show you insurrection, that show you, total anarchy, like the purge and everything like that. Okay, you have movies like that, so why not draw off what you already have seen? Okay, you can imagine yourself being in a scene of the purge, and that could very well be your envisioning of Jacob's trouble, man. It's not hard. All right. um Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard the kings nor kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's right. So it's gonna be total anarchy. They're not gonna be listening to the police, to the government, to the army, to the National Guard, to the military, to anything, man. All right. Only thing that people are gonna be worried about is eating. Okay. And hey, you got some sick people out here, man. So they're gonna really um act on what their needs are, man. And I'm not even gonna go into that. You got some sick people out here, and you really gonna see when there's no laws set up, okay, aka anarchy. You're gonna see people's true colors, man. All right, there's some freaks out here. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Here we go. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. There you go. So, hey, um, just as I read in Second Ezra the 16th chapter, it's going to be people looting, rioting, looting, all right, spoiling, which means to take, okay, to taking their goods, man, aka food, water, whatever you got on you, man. You know, back in Second Ezra 16 and verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So there you go. When these things start to happen, you're going to see who the Lord's chosen is. You're going to see who the Lord's elect is, man. Okay? When everybody's hungry, like I just read in Isaiah, okay? When everybody's hungry and starving, but then the elect, you gonna have certain men and their household being fed. Okay, that's when you gonna know who the real men of the Lord is, man. All right, so let's move on to the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 21. Now, when you read this in context, what Yahushua in Matthew 24 was going into, he was going back and forth from 70 AD to the end, which we're approaching right now, man. Okay, Jacob's trouble, World War III, the famine of the word, famine of bread. Okay, he was going through all that, man. All right, but in this context, he's going back and forth from 70 AD, like I said. Okay, the sacking of the temple, but also he's talking about the end times. For there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So that's not talking about the 70 AD, because that already happened. Okay, so there you go. All right, and the Lord always talked about the times to come, man. These terrible times to come. Uh Jeremiah 30, of course, and of course, people are gonna have stuff to say. Oh, y'all go through the same precepts. Just because you say a precept over and over does not take any validity from it, man. All right, these words of the Lord are living waters. Okay, they're not just something that's stagnant where they lose validity or they use strength after time. They actually get stronger, man. And we're saying that Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So there you go. We got Jacob's trouble coming, man. Daniel talked about it. Okay. But the thing that we should really be focused on is, cleaving onto the Lord and doing what we need to do while, the time is available to us, man. Because in the book of Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, it talks about the doors of repentance being closed, man. Okay. Psalms 27 and 5. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a rock. And now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing. Yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice, have mercy upon me and answer me. So, hey, we need to be crying to the Lord, doing our supplication, praying, fasting, doing his work, so that in that time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord will be with us, man. I got a couple more and I'm gonna wrap this up. Like I said, I didn't want to make it too long. Just wanted to go live because YouTube can can act crazy sometimes with uploading. So hey, it's going straight up. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And what times am I talking about, man? The times of Jacob's trouble, the times that are to come, man. These evil times that are to come. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So fearing the Lord ultimately is going to get you through Jacob's trouble. And fearing the Lord entails a lot of things, man. Okay. And fearing the Lord, you have to do these commandments, man, to the best of your ability. And one of the commandments, if you are blessed with some talents or blessed with a portion of the spirit, then you have to go out and teach, and you have to do these lessons. You have to hit the highways and byways. You have to be treat your brethren the best that you can, man. This is not just some show up to camp and then okay, I'm good for the week. No, the Lord actually looks at what you're doing when nobody else is around, man. I think that's called integrity. What you really are doing when nobody else is seeing you, nobody else is watching you. Okay, you just left camp or you just did a video, and like Elder Apostle Ricard was going into, you got brothers that hide behind videos. Like they'll do a whole bunch of videos, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. That's a great thing. But then their inward man is jaded, man, so to say. Like they're not doing the right things. They're gossiping about brothers, talking bad about brothers. You know what I'm saying? Not doing what they should be doing as a man. They're doing it what on the outside. On the outside, when somebody's looking at them, like, okay, yeah, that brother's diligent. That brother, he putting out his videos and stuff like that. But then behind closed doors, okay, he's talking shit about your brother. Okay, not doing what you need to do for the Lord, man. All right, and the Lord sees that. Okay, um, Isaiah 33:6 again. Wait, no, I just Ephesians 6, because we're coming upon that day where, man, we have to be grounded in this truth. We have to be grounded, all right, and we have to do all to stand in that day, because that day is fastly approaching. All right, and that means doing your lessons, doing your videos, staying connected in the spirit, okay, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because that's a horrible thing. That's a bad thing when you haven't been doing your lessons. You feeling disconnected from the spirit, so to say. Man, you feel like a piece of shit, man. Now, what if you're in that situation, or you're feeling like that, and then Jacob's trouble come, and you don't have anything to draw out of your spiritual bank account, man? Lord willing, it don't be me, man. Ephesians 6 and this is the last one. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're always under attack from spiritual wickedness in high places, man. The elites are putting curses on us. Our own people putting curses on us, like it or not. Okay, you got a whole bunch of witches and warlocks around here, man, and they live across the street from you. They live right beside you. You work with them, all right. And when you bring this word out, okay, a demon jumps on them, and hey, man, wizardry and witchcraft is basically it's it's so common nowadays, man. You can just go to the library and get a book on how to cast spells, man. You don't think Jake doing that? That's why we got to stay prayed up and put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. Verse 14, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherein ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's right. So this whole thing is spiritual warfare, man. All right. And this is not talking about literal helmet or literal sword, man. These scriptures, what we do, what we do on our daily basis, okay, praying, fasting, doing the work, okay, that's part of our spiritual armor, man. you know. Um, Verse 15, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. That's right. And we got to be rooted in these scriptures. We got to be rooted in the Lord's word. And this whole Bible, like Jake uses the acronym Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. And that's exactly what these scriptures are, and then some. Okay, everything is written in this Bible. It's like basically, if you understand the Bible, it's pretty much a cheat code, pretty much. Because it's telling you how to maneuver and what things to do to get to salvation. Literally, man. You know, above all, taking the shield of faith. It's like and above all, taking the shield of faith, whereof ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the spirit, and watching thereunto with all preservation and supplication for all saints. All right. And let me skip now. Verse 13. This is the point. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. And what is that evil day, man? That evil day, hey, Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. Hey, that evil day is Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, and we have to do all that we can to be able to stand in that day, man. And what does that mean, to stand in that day, man? All right, to be able to have faith, okay, and not to bitch up when you got the UN troops dragging you into a concentration camp, and not to lose faith when you don't see any food in sight, and you don't know where your next meal coming from. Okay, we got to stay faithful in that, because you're gonna have a lot of Israelites that's not right, that's gonna lose their faith in Jacob's trouble. All right, when the shit really hits the fan, and what we are reading and what we're talking about really comes to fruition, a lot of people are gonna bitch up, man. A lot of men are gonna bitch up, man. The scriptures talk about men holding, their loins as if they were pregnant, as if they were travailing in birth, man. All right, that's how bad it's gonna be. You know how much anguish you have to be in to really like to the point where you're physically pain because of everything that's going on, man. And you're gonna have a lot of men that's gonna bitch up, man. But hey, the real men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are gonna be known in that day, man. Like the scriptures say, then you shall know who my chosen are. When everything gets hard, when shit gets hard, when you ain't got no food, when you're in a concentration camp, when that thing is being implemented, okay, and it's either death or to take it, to get that grain of rice, that karagma. All right, you're gonna have men that's gonna sell out and take it and be a part of that lake of fire. So this thing, it has a plethora of ways where it could turn out, man. But we know what we need to know, man. All right, and hey, that's it, man. I just wanted to put that up. Hey, shalom to everybody. Hey, Yahweh, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukai HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, rule well. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. And until next time, shalom.